How's it going, everybody? Happy 999 day. Today's video, the Invocation of Zadkiel, the angel of expansion and divine righteousness. The stars decree, the covenant demands. In whispers we govern, through the elements we obscure. In static we command, in nightmares we pursue. We are earth and air, we are fire and water. We are the remembered, we are the returned. We are the whispers, in silence we thrive. Today's interpretation will be verbalizing on an Enochian ritual to invoke the energies of Zadkiel through Jupiter, calling upon specific celestial and spiritual entities associated with the planet within the magical systems. This ritual is constructed to embody the qualities of Jupiter's expansion, wisdom, and justice and prosperity attributes. Now, the key Enochian correspondences for Jupiter are going to be ArchAngel Zadkiel, also known as Zadkiel and Zadkiel. That's the Archangel of Jupiter. The divine name is El, a name for God. It's used in many planetary invocations. The day of the week is going to be today, Thursday. This is ruled by Jupiter. The color violet is often used in Jupiterian workings, but yellow and blue, being the two primary colors drawing on physical mathematics, is going to be my go-to for this. That's obviously why I'm in yellow and blue. I incorporate it even into my work routine because I am dedicated to my craft and my practice. I take my spiritual and religious beliefs to a whole other level. I incorporate it into my daily life. It's how I utilize the frequencies and angstroms of the colors to draw in through law of attraction. Where was I? Now, the direction is going to be south. This is often associated with Jupiter's elemental qualities. Standing in our most powerful stage in the north node, facing south, would be calling the elementals from a higher state of mind. Now, Zadkiel, the angel of Jupiter. With Jupiter trine north node, this is describing a period of natural harmonious alignments with your life's purpose that is blessed with luck, growth, and wisdom. This is not a struggle, though, but a calling forth of benevolent forces to help you align with your destiny and higher truth. With the pathway of destiny, Jupiter representing growth and fortune, the trine north node is represented by destiny. This trine aspect creates a harmonious and effortless flow between the planet of expansion and astrological point representing your soul's mission and growth. This suggests that opportunities for growth will align easily and naturally with your path and purpose. With a fortunate path, it shows this aspect can bring opportunities in both the material and spiritual wealth that directly support your destiny. The universe seems to favor your journey towards your highest potential. With expansion of purpose, the influence of Jupiter can expand the scope of your life's purpose, bringing in larger ideas, wisdom, and a sense of optimism about your future direction. In honoring your righteous path, the invocation provides a framework for understanding and utilizing the energies and the transits. Zadkiel, representing righteousness, the Archangel of Jupiter, is associated with divine righteousness and mercy. This trine suggests that the path you are on aligns with your ethical and spiritual truths. You are not forced to make difficult compromises to achieve your purpose. Your success feels deserved and morally sound. Expansion of consciousness leaves the invocation in the Jupiter trine north node to combine to expand your consciousness and your wisdom. This alignment with your destiny, the north node, brings profound insights, represented by Jupiter, that will help you see your journey with greater clarity and purpose. A fortunate calling illuminates the path to show instead of chasing luck. This aspect suggests that luck is attracted to you instead because you are living in alignment with your true path. Now, the ritual of invocation is a conscious acknowledgement and acceptance of this flow, not an effort to force a result. The Jupiter trine north node is a period of grace where the universe conspires to support your destiny. Interpreting this aspect through this lens highlights the ethical and righteous journey of the nature. The ethical nature of the journey, The energy of Jupiter is not about a selfish gain, but about aligning with a higher, just purpose. By accepting and consciously working with the harmonious flow, you can effortlessly expand your wisdom and prosperity, making your journey towards your destiny feel both blessed and deserved. Now, with the violet flame of the subconscious, we have a Jupiter trine Lilith. This describes a process of benevolent spiritual growth that unfolds by integrating and understanding hidden, taboo, or suppressed aspects of the psyche. The invocation symbolizes the conscious effort to bring expansion and divine truth to the deepest, most shadowy corners of the subconscious. A deep well of intuitive expansion, with Jupiter being expansion and Lilith being the shadow feminine. In the 12th house, subconscious, the harmonious trine suggests an intuitive and effortless link between Jupiter's expansion, optimistic energy, and Lilith's connection to the repressed desires, instincts, and taboo themes. This happens in the 12th house, which governs the subconscious hidden matters and spiritual realms, and expansion of inner wisdom allows this placement to indicate a natural ability to connect and expand upon hidden mystical knowledge. There can be a profound intuitive understanding of psychological and spiritual truths that are normally concealed, with fortuitous healing of the shadow, allowing this trine to represent a fortunate flow of energy towards healing and integrating the subconscious shadow side, which is Lilith, to occur. It is not a painful or difficult process, but one that can feel guided and supported by a higher force. In liberation and nonconformity, Jupiter's energy empowers the individual to express Lilith's independent and unconventional nature without shame or fear of social judgment. The 12th house here setting means this journey of liberation happens largely internally, but can lead to a more authentic public expression over time. Now, honoring the path of transformation, the invocation of Zadkiel is going to provide a framework for consciously engaging with this powerful astrological aspect. Zadkiel, again, divine righteousness. The ritual is going to address Zadkiel, the archangel of Jupiter and divine righteousness. In this context, righteousness refers to aligning with one's own truth, which for the aspect involved acknowledging and integrating the suppressed parts of the self, Lilith, rather than hiding them. The violet flame of transmutation. This is being Zadkiel associated with the violet flame. This is a symbol of transmutation and healing of karma. The invocation represents using the spiritual energy to cleanse and purify the negative patterns and hidden fears that Lilith in the 12th house can bring, turning them into sources of spiritual power. The hidden blessings lets the ritual act kind of as a conscious acknowledgement of the unseen blessings of the trine here. Just as Zadkiel offers divine aid and mercy, this aspect suggests that help and grace are available from the unseen spiritual realms to facilitate deep psychological and spiritual growth. From hidden depths to public purpose, as Zadkiel guides towards expansion, the integration of Lilith's powerful intuitive energy can lead to a more profound public purpose. Now, this might manifest as using your unique insights into the human psyche or forbidden knowledge to serve others in a more powerful manner. It also guides by a sense of divine righteousness. Now, interpreting the Jupiter trine Lilith describes a blessed and expansive journey into the depths of the subconscious. It is a harmonious process of confronting and integrating one's hidden, unruly, if you will, nature with the help of a higher spiritual force. Instead of repression, the energy encourages a powerful self-acceptance and a deeper understanding of universal truths. The result of this transformation of the psyche is going to be where hidden vulnerabilities become a source of profound wisdom and righteous empowerment, channeled to align with a greater purpose. We've got a fortunate path with Jupiter square Chiron. This is describing a profound and recurrent challenge to reconcile one's deepest wounds with one's personal philosophy and beliefs. The invocation of Zadkiel represents the conscious effort to transform this powerful dynamic into a source of compassionate wisdom and righteous expansion. With magnified wound here, the square aspect creates a stressful dynamic tension between Jupiter, the planet of expansion, and Chiron, the wounded healer. This conflict is not easily resolved and represents a repetitive pressure point in one's life. Philosophical conflict with the wound is going to lead core tension between a personal philosophy or belief system, being Jupiter, and a deep-seated feeling or being wounded of fundamentally flawed, Chiron. For example, a person may believe in universal love, but feels deeply inadequate and unlovable themselves, leading to inner turmoil. The magnified pain seen through Jupiter's expansive influence can exaggerate the chironic wound, making the feelings of inadequacy or pain seem larger and more overwhelming than they might actually otherwise be. This can lead to a cycle of over-optimism followed by indignation or despair when reality doesn't meet expectations. Now, when healing through crisis, the nature of the square forces a creative solution by bringing the issues to a crisis point. The repeated pressure creates an urgent need to find a way to resolve the conflict between belief and pain, as the square will not allow the issue to be ignored. Through transmuting pain into purpose, though, the invocation of Zadkiel represents the magical and spiritual work required to consciously engage with and transform the challenging energies of the Jupiter square Chiron. With Zadkiel and the violet flame, Zadkiel, again, the Archangel of Jupiter, is associated directly with the violet flame, a spiritual energy that transmutes negative karma and emotional wounds. This invocation is the act of consciously surrendering the pain of the chironic wound through transformative, purifying energy. And this is what we are doing. Divine righteousness as a compass directs Zadkiel's name, which means God is my righteousness. This ritual frames the healing process not just as a personal journey, but as an act of aligning with divine truth. This shift in perspective helps move past the individual pain and into a broader understanding of compassion and justice. With expansion through empathy, the resolution of the square through Zadkiel's invocation is going to transform the magnified mood into a potent source of wisdom and empathy. It's going to be like a catalyst, an explosion of the stars, if you will, internally. It's like going supernova. Now, as the person integrates their personal pain with their higher philosophy, they become a source of healing for others who have experienced similar wounds. The pain is no longer a personal flaw, but a gateway to a larger, more compassionate purpose. The Jupiter square Chiron is a powerful astrological tension that constantly forces an individual to confront the painful contradictions between their beliefs and their core wounds. This process becomes a conscious ritual of transformation. Instead of being overwhelmed by magnified pain, the individual actively calls upon divine righteousness and mercy to transmute and expand upon their wounds. The creative problem-solving offered by this square, when consciously channeled, turns into a source of deep-seated tension into a profound path of healing and service to others. Now, Archangel Zadkiel's essence is understood not merely as a personal figure, but as a living expression of the universe's fundamental geometric laws. As the angel of Jupiter representing expansion, mercy, and divine righteousness, Zadkiel's influence can be mapped onto specific geometric forms that embody these exact qualities. Sorry, guys. We have the cube, or the hexahedron, of stability and the violet flame. Now, Zadkiel's connection to transform and purifying violet flame can be associated with the geometric principles of the cube. With earthly foundations, the cube, the hexahedron, is one of the 5 platonic solids, corresponding to the element of earth and a principle of stability. The solid geometric form represents grounding, structure, and the materialization of divine law on earth. Transmutation in the material world, though, Zadkiel's work often involves transmuting negative karma and emotional wounds within the physical plane. The cube, with its stable 6-sided structure, can be seen as the vessel within which this profound alchemical work occurs. The square setting of a ring, referencing Zadkiel's further emphasis, this connection, and always close your rings. The ritualistic centering here in a ceremonial context, visualizing oneself or a space within a cube, put your circle on your square in your trinal energy. This can create a stable, protected environment for the transformative violet flame to do its work, guided by Zadkiel's energies. We have the dodecahedron of higher consciousness and mercy. Now, the dodecahedron, which is one of my favorite shapes, besides the polygon. Another platonic solid. This is related to Zadkiel's higher spiritual attributes of mercy and divine connection. The connection to the divine with its 12 pentagonal faces, the dodecahedron is traditionally associated with the element of ether, or the spirit, and works to connect with higher consciousness and the spiritual realm. This reflects Zadkiel's role in helping people connect to their divine purpose and aligning with divine righteousness. With cosmic guidance, though, the dodecahedron represents a complete, integrated blueprint of the universe. Meditating on this shape or working with a crystal in this form can help to channel the wisdom and cosmic understanding inherent to Zadkiel's sphere of influence. We've got the sphere of